we had hanging on my wall, I wouldn't trade.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
And I'm Jake.
Them for gold, 'cause they laugh and they cry me, they somehow sanctify me, the woman in the stories I have told and tell again. My old friend, I apologize for the years that have passed since the last time you and I dusted off those memories of the running and the races, the people and the places. There's always somewhere else I had to be, and time gets thin, my old friend. Don't know why, don't know why, don't know why.
Around the Corner by Charles Hanson Town. Around the corner I have a friend, in this great city that has no end. Yet days go by and weeks rush on, and before I know it, a year is gone. And I never see my old friend's face, for life is a swift and terrible race. He knows I like him just as well, as in the days when I rang his bell, and he rang mine, but we were younger then. And now we are busy, tired men, tired of playing a foolish game, tired of trying to make a name. Tomorrow, I say, I will call on Jim, just to show him that I'm thinking of him. But tomorrow comes and tomorrow goes, and distance between us grows and grows. Around the corner, yet miles away, here's a telegram, sir, Jim died today. And that's what we get and deserve in the end, around the corner, a vanished friend.
Don't know why,
In the poem, at the beginning, there is a hyperbole because it talks about a city that has no end, and obviously our city does have an end to it. And there's a metaphor towards the end of the poem because it talks about this guy being dead, but me and Jake's friend is not dead. He's just, we lost contact with him. And the poem is open form because there's no certain amount of lines in any of the stanzas throughout the poem. And there's a symbol, and that is the line that talks about life being a swift and terrible race. But the race is just the journey along the way and all the struggles we have to overcome. And also, throughout the poem, there's multiple end rhymes. They are A, A, B, B, C, C, because every set of 2 lines has a perfect end rhyme.
my old friend. This song's for you, 'cause a few simple verses was the least that I could do to tell the world that you were here. 'Cause the love and the laughter will live on long after all of the sadness and the tears. We'll meet again, my old friend. Goodbye.
The poem Around the Corner, it pretty much is saying like that this guy had a best friend that he grew up with, and they lived like right next to each other, and he just kind of, over the years, they got older and older, and they just like lost contact with each other, and so like over time, just after not having like contact with one another, they became like separated, and they became like caught up with like society, and like one day he said he got a telegram from the guy and that Jim died. Well, I mean, that relates to our lives like a lot. Like, explain that. Just
because the poem relates to our lives because Jake, Jordan, and I, we were all best friends. We lived in this neighborhood. We were basically just a driveway away from each other. but as we got older and like me and Jake moved out and we just grew farther apart from Jordan. So in the poem it says he's dead, but he's not dead obviously. He's just kind of gone out of our lives.
So this poem, it relates to a book I read. It's called Either You're In or You're in the Way, and it's written by the Miller brothers, and they wrote this book about their lives. And what happened in the book was they the brothers, they're twin brothers, and over the years they kind of lost contact with their dad because their dad was like an alcoholic, and they wanted to be successful, but they kept on getting older, and they lost contact with their mom also. So they just kind of were on their own, and they just never saw their parents hardly, and so it kind of relates to the poem and to our lives in the same way. So I guess that's how it relates to the poem.
Goodbye. Goodbye, my old friend, my old friend.
Around the Corner by Charles Hanson Town. Around the corner I have a friend, in this great city that has no end. Yet days go by and weeks rush on, and before I know it, a year is gone. And I never see my old friend's face, for life is a swift and terrible race. He knows I like him just as well, as in the days when I rang his bell. And he rang mine, but we were younger then. And now we are busy, tired men. Tired of playing a foolish game. Tired of trying to make a name. Tomorrow, I say, I will call on Jim, just to show that I'm thinking of him. But tomorrow comes and tomorrow goes, and distance between us grows and grows. Around the corner, yet miles away, here's a telegram, sir, Jim died today. And that's what we get and deserve in the end, around the corner, a vanished friend.
Okay, just start it and go.
Oh, wait, I need to.
It's recording right now.
3.
You're an idiot.
I just
It has no end. Yeah, in the day. Sorry, you always start that. I said in.
grab my shit. Okay.